Hello guys, welcome back to yet another video. Today we're doing a Dragon Ball Z discussion. Well, technically it's Super, but anyway, I am here with DrLove307. Please introduce yourself, man.
What up, everybody on his channel and my Namix? I guess you guys could be my Namix too. This is DrLove307, and yeah.
Alright, man, so what are we talking about?
Today we're going to be talking about the Dragon Ball Super Episode 5, because everyone knows how horrid those animations were and like the art style, and basically they fixed them up, even though there was a rumor going around saying that they weren't going to fix them up for the DVD release, but in fact they did. You can search online for like the pictures and everything. I know they're a lot, like they're everywhere on Twitter. They're probably on Google if you search on there too or whatever, or maybe just on standard YouTube. But you can basically see the pictures next to each other like in comparison, and it shows like how they did them better and everything like that. But because we were talking about this a little bit before we recorded, and like what you said, like there was a rumor, I don't know how or where it started, but basically people were saying that they weren't gonna fix it, and they did. But I don't know, they did a really good job, but they can't make it look, like perfect or anything like that, because it was already like, how it was. Anyone that saw the episode basically saw how it is. But they did do a good job on it. Yeah, what did you think about it?
Yeah, I thought, some of the changes weren't really a big step, but, if, I think, like, that people had a misconception that they were going to redo the whole entire thing, which is not the case. They just touched up on it, because if they redid the whole entire thing, obviously that would take more resources from Toei, and it would just take a lot longer. So I'm kind of glad that they just touched up on them. Some of the animation changes and the art changes especially are, for the better, and most of it's just, just adding more detail in the animation and the art, which is good. I don't really know how the rumor got started. I think it was just some Spanish websites or some articles got released about it, but yeah, it's pretty good. Hopefully more episodes, if they have any bad animation, hopefully those will be fixed in the future. I mean, 6 had some problems with the art, but that's alright. Like, it's minor changes, and I think people that see it in pictures don't really have a full effect because they're not watching it in motion. I mean, like, you know how you see pictures on Twitter, like, the bad animation and stuff, and
yeah,
if you see it in motion, it's better, but it's, it's obviously not, good or anything, but I'm very glad they touched up on it and fixed it.
Yeah, same. Because, like, also the thing is with Dragon Ball Super Episode 5, the whole bad animation thing, because prior to Episode 5, people weren't saying anything about the animation for Super, like, at all. And then Episode 5 comes out, and ever since then, they're like, Super has bad animation this and bad animation that. But, like, other YouTubers have mentioned this in their videos, but the animation isn't the problem. Episode 5 it was, because, like, they were really stiff, and the way they moved around was kind of weird. But the animation is how they're moving and stuff, but the art style is like what is kind of off at times, especially in Episode 5, which is why they really had to fix that one, even though they didn't, like what Nathan just said, they didn't actually, redo the whole episode or anything, they just touched it up. But even still, the way they touched it up, like they add some blurs to like when Goku was actually trying to punch Beerus and everything like that, and they kind of switched up some of the way that he would move in some parts. So I really want to watch somehow, maybe if someone puts it online or whatever, or if I choose to import like, the DVD box set, I want to see how that stuff still looks in motion, because I hope that it's not still like stiff and everything like how it was originally, but it'd be a little bit far-fetched to think that it wouldn't be, considering they did just, like touch up on it and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, also just another thing, just the art is pretty much facial expressions and pretty much like how they look, because, for example, episode 6, episode 18, and episode 5 especially has bad art, like, because, with the faces and all, they look off-model and stuff. That's not the animation's fault, that's just the art style, and, the animation, obviously, episode 5, it looked terrible, and I think that's probably one of the key factors on why that's my least favorite episode. So I really have to go and watch the newly revised episode 5 in order to get a better grasp of this. So yeah, they fixed it. It's good, hopefully. We haven't seen a full episode yet in the DVD version and the Blu-ray release. So yeah, hopefully it looks good. You know, the pictures that we've saw so far, it looks good. Do you agree with that, or do you think they could have done it better?
Yeah, it looks pretty good, especially in comparison to how it was originally. Like, some of those were just literally atrocious. Like, I remember I was watching the episode live when they were airing it in Japan, like, and it was, like, on a live stream, and I was literally sitting there just, like, I just had, the biggest face palm. I was like, this can't be what they actually produced for this episode, you know? But the newer version of it, like, the touched-up version, it looks pretty well. Like, obviously, like how we said before, it's not perfect or anything like that, and, like, not the highest quality of art style or anything, but it is like a big step up from what it was before for the most part. There were some that it was like they could have made it look a little better than they did, but it's acceptable, especially in comparison to, like, you know, the original version. But yeah, I'm just really glad that they did touch up on it, and for what it is, I think it like, you know, I think it's pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather it being, you know, not looking the best, but at least they actually attempted it. They did the same for Sailor Moon Crystal when, you know, the animation was pretty poor in one of the episodes, so they touched it up.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
I saw those screenshots, I was like, oh my god.
Pretty much, man. But yeah, I'm glad Toei is sort of realizing their mistakes because, you know, we're all human. They make mistakes with the animation art sometimes, you know, so I'm really glad they sort of fixed this for the Blu-ray release. It's really good that Toei's taken the initiative and doing that. Obviously, they can't redo the entire episode, but yeah, good effort on Toei's part. So yeah, any final thoughts, man?
Just one thing. For anyone that's complaining, that's saying, you know, that thinks that Super's animation, well, not animation, that the art style overall is just gonna, you know, stay how it is and everything like that, that's not gonna be the case because Toei always, you know, as the series goes on, for whatever series they do, the longer it goes on, the better it looks and the better the art style is. Like, since we're talking about Dragon Ball, you know, take Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z, like the first few episodes, and then compare him to, like, the Buu saga, or, like, you know, take even Goku and compare it to the end of it, or, like, Vegeta from the Saiyan saga to how he was in, like, the Android saga and the Buu saga. Like, they are gonna fix it up, even, like, with One Piece. Like, the beginning animation, you know, kind of similar, well, not animation, like, the art style was pretty similar to Super's, but, like, right now the art style is just on point. So it will be really good, and it will be, like, you know, an honorable art style as it goes on. There'll probably still be some, you know, bad art styles here and there just because that's how animation is as a whole. But I mean, you know, just wait for it. It's coming. Hopefully with the next arc, even like right now, the art style is, you know, getting pretty good in comparison to how it was before. Like, you know, I thought it started to get good around the Beerus and Goku fight, but that's just me. But yeah, that's overall the final thoughts, and yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And also, one thing that people have to realize is that they're hiring freelancers to do this. Freelance studios or freelance animators to, you know, work on each episode every freaking week. So, you know, if they have, like, a sort of bad animation or off-scaled face, you know, first of all, it's for only, like, a couple of seconds, you know.
Yeah.
Most of the time you can't notice it, but, you know, episode 5 you did because it was so blatant. But yeah, they are hiring freelancers to do this stuff. So yeah, and, you know, just be pretty much aware that they're going to fix it up in the, you know, Blu-ray release, most of the time at least. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on my channel, please go sub to Dr. Love. He has great content, makes things almost daily. And if you're watching on his, I guess please sub to me, you know. I make daily content, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.